In the 1960s, Egypt faced one of the greatest archaeological challenges in history. When the high dam was built in Aswan, the water level of Lake Nasser rose greatly, and the Abu Simbel Temple was threatened to disappear under the water. For thousands of years, the Temple of Abu Simbel was built by King Ramses II to stand as a witness of his greatness. The Sun of Egypt entered the sanctuary twice every year, shining directly on his face on his birthday and on the day of his coronation, to light his face as a living God on earth. But in the mid-20th century, Egypt decided to build the high dam in Aswan to protect from the Nile flood and to provide electricity. With this great decision, there was a big danger for Abu Simbel Temple, with all its greatness and giant statues. The temple was threatened to sink under the water of Lake Nasser, but Egypt did not stay silent. It sent a call to the whole world through UNESCO to save this unique treasure. Proposals came from everywhere. Some were amazing, and some were close to fantasy. One idea was to build a huge glass dome around the temple, so it would stay in its original place under the water, like entering a legendary city under the lake, watching the statues through a transparent wall. The idea looked like the future, but it was full of problems. First, the huge cost. Second, the difficulty of maintenance under these conditions. And more dangerous, the water would block the sunlight, and the unique phenomenon of the sun shining on the face of Ramses would never happen again. With it, the magic that made the temple special for thousands of years would be lost. Another idea was to move the whole temple in one piece, but the massive weight of the stones made this almost impossible. Some suggested moving only the 4 statues and leaving the walls of the temple to sink. But this meant losing the full story that Ramses carved on the walls of the temple. Finally, the most realistic and daring solution was found. The temple was cut into more than 1,000 huge stone blocks, each piece weighing between 20 and 30 tons. Then it was rebuilt in a new location, higher than the water level, a few hundred meters away from the original site. This was a huge challenge, but it was done with amazing precision between 1964 and 1968, with the participation of Egyptian engineers and more than 50 countries who joined this great event. The giant stones were cut and moved carefully, with the most modern equipment of that time, then rebuilt as if they were never touched. Even the solar alignment continued to happen on the same 2 dates, as if the temple had never moved from its place. The rescue of Abu Simbel became the greatest archaeological rescue of the 20th century. It was an engineering and human miracle, where the world united to protect Egypt's heritage. And